Escaping the middle class isn't about flashy cars or designer labels. It is about a fundamental shift in how you view money, time, and opportunity. It is not about short-term pleasures or keeping up with social expectations. It is about creating a solid financial foundation, mastering the art of investing, and learning how to make your money work for you over the long term. This shift in mindset is the key to unlocking true financial freedom. To fully embrace this shift, it is important to recognize the signs that you are on the path towards financial independence. These indicators go beyond surface-level wealth and point to a deeper change in how you approach money management and long-term planning. The first and perhaps most obvious sign is that your income has surpassed the traditional middle-class threshold. But what does this threshold look like? In the US, the middle class is typically defined by household incomes between $52,000 and $156,000 for a family of three. However, simply earning more than this range isn't the full picture. True financial freedom means not just earning more, but also having control over how that money flows in and out of your life. It is about building wealth, not just collecting paychecks. For many, breaking free of the middle class means no longer living paycheck to paycheck. You have moved beyond just covering the basics like your rent, your bills, and your groceries. You are not merely surviving, but you are thriving. You can cover your monthly expenses with ease, contribute regularly to savings, and even invest in opportunities that will grow your wealth over the long term. Whether this is through stocks, real estate investments, or a side business, this is a clear sign that you are on a different financial trajectory than the typical middle-class household. As your income grows, you will start to notice that your relationship with money begins to change. For most middle-class households, money is often a source of stress, a limited resource that has to be carefully managed. Unexpected expenses, such as a medical bill or a car repair, can be devastating. In fact, only 44% of Americans have enough savings to cover a $1,000 emergency expense. But once you have surpassed this point, your mindset shifts. You no longer see money as something that controls you or limits your options. Instead, you see money as a tool that opens doors for you. You are no longer just concerned with saving for a rainy day. You are looking for ways to make your money grow. It is no longer just about protecting what you have, but about creating opportunities to expand your wealth. This new mindset often leads to exploring more aggressive forms of investing. You might start looking into real estate investments, the stock market, or even startups and other entrepreneurial ventures. You realize that money sitting in a savings account isn't working for you. You have moved from a mindset of simply trying to survive to one of seeking out opportunities for growth. With time, this shift in thinking helps you accumulate wealth faster, giving you even more freedom and flexibility in how you live your life. Now, instead of just focusing on covering basic expenses, you are looking for ways to make your money work for you. The idea of passive income becomes more appealing, and you start seeing money as a tool to help you achieve the life you truly want. One where you have control over your time, your choices, and also your future. With your new relationship with money, you are likely noticing another significant change: how you view and spend your time. While money can be earned, lost, and earned again, time is finite. Once it's gone, you can never get it back. This realization is a profound one and often marks the shift from a middle-class mindset to something more liberating. When you start understanding the true value of your time, you can begin making better decisions around how you spend it. We all have the same number of hours in a day, 24 hours. However, the difference between those who stay stuck in financial mediocrity and those who elevate their lives lies in how they leverage and buy back their time. For many people, time is spent juggling work, family responsibilities, and day-to-day tasks, leaving little room for anything else. The middle-class mindset often revolves around a life full of busy schedules and commitments, where free time feels like a luxury. But as you break free from this cycle, you begin to see time as your most valuable resource, and you start to treat it that way. The average American works close to 1900 hours per year. For those in the middle class, this often means grinding away at a job with little time left for personal interest, growth, or any passion project. However, once you have moved beyond that, you begin to see time as something to be optimized and reclaimed. You start leveraging your financial resources to buy back your time. This can be done by outsourcing tasks that don't require your personal involvement. Whether that is hiring a cleaner, paying for grocery delivery, or using assistants to manage admin tasks, suddenly those hours, once you spent on mundane repetitive tasks, can now be repurposed for things that truly matter to you. You are freeing up time to focus on what's important to you, whether that is quality time with family, dedicating more time to a hobby, expanding your business, or working on a new project. The key difference is that you are no longer trading your time for money in the traditional sense. Instead, you are using your financial resources to reclaim your time, which allows you to focus on higher value activities by leveraging other people's time. The importance of this shift cannot be overstated. Reclaiming time is not just about delegating tasks, it is about buying back the most valuable asset you have, which gives you the freedom to choose how to live each day. As you reclaim your time, you also begin to recognize the concept of opportunity cost in relation to your time. Every hour spent on one thing is an hour taken away from something else. You become far more selective about the commitments you make, learning the critical skill of saying no to activities that don't align with your goals. This refined selective approach allows you to maximize the impact of your time and protect your energy, ensuring that your efforts are channeled towards the things that will help you grow the most. As you begin to reclaim your time and focus on what truly matters, you will also notice that your approach to that evolves. It is no longer a burden, but rather a strategic tool for growth. For many, that is seen as something to avoid at all costs. Credit card balances, student loans, and mortgages are viewed as financial handcuffs, limiting one's freedom and adding stress to their life. But as you progress, you begin to shift your perspective on that. You understand that not all that is bad. Instead of seeing that as inherently negative, you start viewing it as a tool that can work in your favor, provided you use it wisely. It is not about how much debt you have, but what kind of debt you carry and how it contributes to your financial growth. The average American carries about $6,329 in credit card debt, which is considered bad debt because it is typically used to buy things that depreciate in value. This type of debt can hold you back and limit your financial freedom. However, when you take out a mortgage to buy a property that generates rental income, that is considered good debt, even if the average mortgage is around $330,000. The key difference is that good debt helps you grow your wealth, turning what once was a limitation into an opportunity for financial gain. This strategic approach to debt becomes a powerful tool in your financial arsenal, and it marks another key shift in your mindset. You stop fearing debt and start using it to your advantage, another clear sign that you have moved beyond the middle-class mentality. With a more strategic approach to debt, you will also notice a shift in how you view your career and your income streams. The traditional middle-class mindset often revolves around the idea of having a single, stable job, one with benefits, a steady paycheck, and the hope of financial security. But once you have moved beyond that, you start to recognize the value and the power of multiple streams of income. Most millionaires, in fact, have an average of 7 different income streams. As you diversify your income, you become less reliant on any one source, giving you greater financial flexibility and the ability to take calculated risks. You might explore side businesses, different kinds of real estate investments, or other income-generating opportunities that build wealth over time, ultimately giving you more control over your financial future. Another sign that you have moved beyond the middle class is a noticeable shift in your consumption habits. In the middle class, spending is often centered around buying things that signify status. Think the latest car, the newest smartphone, designer clothes, or even a bigger house. But as you progress, your priorities begin to change. You start valuing experiences over material goods. Instead of buying things that lose value over time, you might choose to invest in enriching experiences like travel, education, or even personal development. You also become more focused on quality over quantity. You are no longer interested in buying the cheapest items or chasing the latest sales. Instead, you invest in high-quality products that last longer and provide better value over time. This shift in consumption often extends to how you view and use technology as well. You are no longer chasing the latest gadget just for the sake of having the newest thing. Instead, you focus on investing in technology that genuinely improves your productivity or your quality of life. You start viewing purchases through the lens of how does this add value, rather than how does this make me look. As your consumption habits shift, your social circles may change too. You begin to gravitate towards people who share your new mindset and goals. This doesn't mean abandoning old friends, but you will naturally start forming connections with those who support and inspire you on your financial journey. Studies show that your income is likely to reflect the average income of your 5 closest friends, so choose your circle wisely. You might also notice that you are networking more, attending events, or joining groups that align with your new financial goals. These connections can provide valuable insights, opportunities, and support as you continue to grow. Remember, this journey is ongoing, and it requires constant attention and adjustment. But with the right strategies and mindset, you can ensure that you not only escape the middle class, but never return. And that was it for today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch another video. See you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.